TikTok.
On TikTok?
Ngugi. Yeah.
Allah.
Yeah.
TikTok these days, bro. Lorc, did you finally get on TikTok, bro?
No.
No?
I did a session with the...
Yeah, what do you do on TikTok?
I talk about legal issues.
Okay. Oh, you don't dance?
No.
You don't run?
I don't run, I don't dance.
Okay.
Would you consider?
Huh?
Would you consider dancing as you talk about these very pertinent legal issues?
No, there's need for civic education more. There are many other people who are dancing, but very few people talking about legal issues.
Because usually legal issues come at a cost, right, brother?
Yeah.
And you have got yourself a legal issue. That's a good segue. You've got yourself a legal issue. And you're like, Allah, Sinado, I can't afford a lawyer right about now.
Yeah.
But I need to get this, to sort out this maneno. What do you need to do there, Lorc? Reach out to us.
Yes, SpiceFM KE, X Facebook, #QuachScott, Legal Tuesday.
Okay.
Yes.
And we've been basically promoting it since yesterday. We're talking about, sorry, I can't see the poster, Lorc. It's about...
impeachment or constitutional amendments.
Indeed. And which impeachment, it's clearly obvious. We're talking about he's due in Parliament. And that's why I think,
Wakili
has come early. Yeah. So he malizes early and then he goes to Bungay to see what's happening. With Rigi G. Okay. Now that said, before we get into the bread and butter, that there's certain obviously legal issues that have come up over the course of the past week.
Yeah.
So we'll fly those by him and get those out of the way. And then we'll get to the main agenda, right, brother?
Yes.
So should I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, first of all, I saw that it was pegged as fake news. Yeah. Lorc, I've asked you this before. Have you had the pleasure of being in the
Visit of the state?
Yes.
Not yet.
And being in the dock?
No.
Not yet, eh? You haven't lived life, boss. Okay. So...
I haven't required Wakili services.
Yeah, you haven't required the services. So Kibra has always been at a magistrate's court, brother.
Yes.
Okay. And with its location itself, okay, the gridlock and the traffic jam, is it or is it not true that Kibra is now a high court?
According to a Gazette notice dated 30th of September 2024.
Yes.
It says it's a high court.
It's now a high court.
It's now going to supervise a new high court. And this new high court is... a new court. It's not really a high court, but a new court known as the Dagoretti Law Courts. So, definitely, Kibera has been elevated to become a high court.
Sorry, Kibera is a constituency.
Yes.
So is Dagoretti.
Yes.
What does this mean exactly? Tell us for the layman. Okay, so for the guys who usually... Look, what's the charge? Drunk and disorderly.
Yeah.
That's a good one. where are we going?
So where are you now?
Okay, no. Let's assume we're in...
Patikana hapo Langata Road.
Bus.
If you're on Langata Road, then you'll be taken to the nearest...
which is Kibra.
You're now in Langata constituency.
Kibra.
And Kibra.
Okay, so what is Dago there for? And where is this Dago court? Is there a structure, brick and mortar there as we speak, or this is something they're building from ground up?
No, it's already, there's a structure already.
Where? In Dago?
In Dagoretti.
Where in Dagoretti, boss?
All I know is that it's in Dagoretti.
Okay. So clearly it's for vagabonds, because you yourself, you have not gone.
I've not gone there, but I have seen some information from Judiciary Service Commission.
Yes.
Because they have a page on X that keeps us abreast.
Yes.
And also on the website.
Yes.
On the website of JSC, of the Judiciary, they have actually indicated the proposed Dagoretti Law Courts, Magistrates Courts, will be constructed, and they have been opened.
Okay.
Yeah. So
they have been constructed, not to be.
Yeah, they have already been constructed. Okay. It's one of the things,
satellites.
One of the highlights by the current CJ.
Right.
That
she managed
to open an extra court. She introduced the small claims courts all over the country, introduced the online filing beyond Nairobi, and so now if you are in, let's say, Malindi, you can file your case.
I like that.
Yeah.
So as legacy projects, we are impressed by this. She's done a good job.
We impressed even with low budget.
Yes.
you understand that the judiciary is given the least amount
Which is
as
true.
arm of the government.
Right.
They're given the least amount from the budget.
Yes.
Yet we can see that they are pushing, and they have already been able to put up more structures and ensure that there is justice in this country.
I've got to ask you, as a member of the senior member of the LSK, do the three arms ever sit together, or representatives of the three arms? Executive. Let's just do a tete-a-tete to see what's what.
Let's break bread together.
Yes.
There's a public holiday coming up this week. On
Is that this week? Oh, it's
Yes.
the 10th. Oh, damn. Snap.
Yes. It's called
That's the day after tomorrow.
Mazingira Day.
Yes. Look, I understand you're going to be in the office, ne? Oh, good.
And so I see them sitting there, but I've also been in an event where the CJ said that she had to leave early because she had to attend to a meeting in State House.
Yes.
So they definitely do sit and meet and have conversations.
Okay, so that is very interesting, because if that requires a speech by the president, that also requires a speech by his deputy to introduce him. And the situation has become untenable. Before we go there.
It's funny you mentioned laws and judges and whatever.
Yes,
because
budgets.
Yeah, and budgets. Because I've just seen some judges were awarded 126 mic for loss of jobs.
Okay, so let's, for the uninitiated, because obviously it's a big news story today.
Yeah, so let me just...
paint the picture there, brother.
So 6 judges that were rejected by the former president Uhuru Kenyatta were awarded 126 million Kenya shillings in compensation. And apparently this was because of the humiliation and the mental anguish that they suffered. Like a layman, if I go for an interview and the board says I am qualified for this, I wait for either the CEO or the HR to sign for my papers. Can I now go and sue the company that my papers are not signed?
And for the waiting period.
Yeah.
First of all, were they finally given their jobs?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
You remember the first 100 days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what he did
when
on
I
day
come
one.
into day one.
Yeah, that's what he did on day
President Ruto
one. Okay.
swore in the 6 judges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
yes,
was
I remember.
something so significant
Bas.
for us as a country, because
Bas.
remember, in 2021, around August, September, there were 40 slots, and the judges went for interviews
Right.
before the Judicial Service Commission, and the Judicial Service Commission recommended to the Chief Justice
Right.
under the Constitution, that's the procedure, they recommended that these 40 judges should be sworn in.
Sharp.
And so the CJ sent that notification to the president.
Yes.
Said, we have approved the following 40 judges.
Have something.
Now, we wish you to carry out your mandate, which is to swear them in.
Nothing. And that is all he's required to do.
That is all he's supposed to do.
He cannot then say, I don't like these 6.
There was nothing.
Of the 40.
He has no power under our constitution to do that,
Okay.
to question that, because again, remember, he has representatives.
Yes.
One from the Public Service Commission.
Yes.
Another one from
The executive. It's the
executive.
AG. The AG.
The AG, who sit in the Judicial Service Commission, and they are supposed to table any evidence, any issue they have with a candidate for them not to go through. But when the representatives sat in that, and remember, this was a former AG,
Paul Karaoke.
Paul Karaoke,
Yes.
as a representative of
And
the
who was,
executive.
and who was, Solicitor General doesn't sit there though.
He doesn't sit there.
But he's the one who was the ear of the boss.
Yes. But they sat down in that interview and approved the people.
Yes.
Then we had a pushback between the executive and the judiciary,
They did.
where the president came out and said, I cannot swear in the 6.
Yes.
And so, of course, they suffered some humiliation. You have told all your relatives that you went and you are approved, and now we are going to, we have been promoted, because they have, I think, 2 or 1 of these magistrates who had been elevated also. Now they are now judges of the Court of Appeal. They had been elevated. They had
From
moved
magistrate.
from a magistrate to a Court of Appeal judge. Straight.
Come on.
And you're can you imagine?
Boss.
You didn't have to go to
Yeah,
be
High
elevated
Court
to the
is-
next level
yes.
in the High Court.
Yes.
You just got your, you just passed through, and you are now a judge of the Court of Appeal.
So that duress. What do they compensate for their lock? Sorry, is worth 20 million. Go ahead.
For humiliation and that their rights were, I don't know what right this is, but their rights were violated, and what is the other bit? Mental distress, humiliation, mental anguish, and rights impeded.
Okay, now sorry to put you on the spot. For you guys are birds of a feather. Now that mental anguish, they had mental anguish, but they were still working as judges.
Yes.
Okay, now me, if I'm somebody at a case, okay, and one of those judges was sitting on that case, and then I see here they've been compensated for mental anguish. Can I then just come to my lawyer, sharp one, like Ngugi, and say, hey, let's go back, because this judge was not corpus mentis.
Yes, he was.
Everything was not 100.
No.
No, but another judge has said
The anguish
is what?
here is
what?
it relates to expectations which have been cut short.
No.
You're expecting that tomorrow you're going to wear a red.
No, stop it. Look, what does mental anguish mean to you?
You are suffering mentally.
Bas.
Thank you.
Everything is not sour.
That's not the definition. That's not the definition. The definition is your expectations are being cut short.
Bas.
Remember, the judges of the Court of Appeal have a different outfit.
Yes,
for
that's
example,
true. Yes.
which is very prestigious.
Yes.
They wear red gowns.
Yes.
And they compared to the High Court judges who just wear the normal black and white.
Bas.
So you are looking forward to this position.
Okay.
You are elevated for you to review judgments from your juniors in the High Court.
I was going to say something then. Your future Chief Justice, this might just come up.
So
listen, hearings.
Yeah.
Just for the record, mental suffering includes fright, feelings of distress, anxiety, depression. That's the definition. But okay.
And then, brother, very quickly now, let's go back. But what about conflict of interest? They are awarded this by a court.
Yeah.
Right.
Justice Muta.
Thank you.
You see,
it's the High Court. So it's not. So what about conflict of interest? These are my brothers, and these are my brethren.
Surely.
one of the things that judges are allowed to do is they are supposed to ensure that they are fair.
These are my brethren.
In their judgments, okay? And so, the individuals who are now Court of Appeal judges also, just like you and I, have a right which needs to be protected. And so my question back to you is, where else would they have gone to?
And you're a very big proponent of arbitration, bro.
Thank you.
Where else would they? No, there's a proper structure provided for. If today, and this case was there, I'm trying to remember his name. There's a judge who was exposed by the former Nairobi governor.
Yes. Yes, the guy from Mombasa.
From Mombasa.
Yes, I saw that over the weekend.
And the other day he got compensated.
I saw that
again.
Yes.
You see,
Chitembo or something
Chitembo.
like that. Yes.
So just like any other judicial officer who comes in
right,
and may make a case, the question would be, did they make a case? Did they make a good case?
Right.
Were they humiliated in your eyes as a judge?
Right.
Have you made a case? Have, let's say, the AG, when defending himself, has he made a proper case?
Right.
Or has she made a proper case?
Right.
And so in that regard, as a judge, you're supposed to just be fair. You have heard the case. You rely on authorities and other cases where other judges have also ruled on something similar to that.
Right.
And in this case, you will not be conflicted just because you have listened to your brothers and sisters who have come before you.
Your lips to our ears. So that was 2 down.
Yeah.
What was the last one there? You had 3. Okay. Now.
The issues, because now we are getting to the impeachment, yeah? What are the things constitutionally that have to go for a referendum?
Okay, now, that one now, because now we're going into this now, the main issue.
Yeah.
What swallies do you have as pertains to this impeachment process, right? We're talking constitutional law now.
Yes.
Get in there. How do you ask the question, Lorc?
SpiceFM KEX, Facebook, Instagram, 0719012600 is the number.
Our very lucid, distinguished Eliud Ngugi, Esquire, advocate, partner, Ngugi Buru Advocates, is in the studio. So please ask them and he'll answer them. We'll get into him next.
How many of us are comfortable driving a car that has not been serviced? Most certainly none. Medical checkups are like maintenance for your car. They help catch any health issues before they become major problems. And now, Aga Khan University Hospital has made checkups more available through their subsidized wellness packages. Connect with us here on Situation Room every day as we shed more light on Aga Khan University Hospital medical